Our group is examining the fatigue failure of metal forks. Most people would think a fork would not snap just by bending it by 90 degrees. However, when this process is repeated, fatigue failure causes the fork to break. Fatigue failure is the damage that occurs when a material is subjected to repeated or fluctuating stresses over time. Now let's get into the demonstrations.
The first fork was tested by bending it 90 degrees each way to simulate fully reversed bending. Discoloration and crack deformation were visible after 5 cycles. The fork failed after 6 cycles. The same size fork was tested by bending it 90 degrees one way and then bending it back to its original position. Discoloration and crack deformation were visible after 4 cycles. The fork failed after 7 cycles.
The first fork broke quicker than the second, and this supports the fatigue theory that lower stress amplitudes extend the fatigue life. And as seen on the pictures to the right, it was a pretty clean break for both demonstrations. And metal fatigue is marked by progressive cracking of the material surface. For the real-world applications, this could include aircraft wing cracks that can occur due to repeated pressurization and depressurization over many flights, and these cracks will gradually form as fatigue slowly takes its toll. And then some additional examples of objects or structures that experience fatigue are bridges, automotive engine components, and pipelines. Overall, fatigue can lead to safety issues and the loss of critical infrastructure, and it's extremely important to be on the safe side of these estimates to minimize chance of disaster.
Here are some relevant equations for fatigue failure. Equation 1 can be used to solve for the number of cycles of an object due to fully reversed loading. Sigma is the reverse stress, and variables A and B can be solved using equations 2 and 3, which are dependent upon the ultimate tensile strength, SUT, and the endurance limit, SE. Overall, fatigue failure is an extremely important concept that can be easily overlooked. What starts off as a seemingly small problem can quickly escalate and have severe consequences. There are many instances where lives have been lost because fatigue cracks were neglected.